Puja Singh. Here in this video, I'm going to teach you some important terms generally referred in structural geology. So those terms are here mentioned here, like dip, strike, heave, throw, rake, and plunge. So in the subsequent video, I will explain what is dip, what is strike, what is heave, what is throw, and what is rake and plunge. And I will also explain what is true dip and apparent dip. All these terms will be explained in this video. So here you can see this diagram where you can easily see there is some horizontal line, and this is the tilted strata from this horizontal, and this is amount of dip, that is 20 degree. So I will explain each term one by one. Here first of all I will tell what is the dip. So in this vertical plane, that is xy plane, dip is your 20 degree here. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is the amount of dip. Amount of dip always measured from the horizontal line towards your vertical line. This is your amount of dip, and it is always for the inclined strata dip. When this inclined strata is almost equal in the horizontal space, equal to the dip will be 0 for almost horizontal strata. And this horizontal line along the dip surface is your strike. That is a line which trends from east to west is your strike line. Now let me mark now north and south for you. Here this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. So strike line is like here, that is from east to west. Now I have to reiterate it that the dip is always measured in the vertical plane, that is your x, and this is your vertical plane, and dip is always measured in this plane. It can be here, like this is also vertical plane, this is also amount of dip, and this is also the amount of dip. So I think you all have clarity that what is dip and what is a strike. Now I'll explain what is true dip and what is apparent dip. So friends, here the strata is inclined towards almost at 20 degree from the horizontal surface. So in the vertical plane, when the dip and strike is almost at 90 degree, here you can see the strata is something like that. Here the strike and the strike and your vertical plane is at 90 degree, and the amount of dip is in the vertical plane is amount of dip. And anything which is anything like, if you consider a line like this, then the dip will be something different. Your vertical plane will be like this, and this will be the apparent dip. Any line apart from the strike line and the dip measured in the vertical plane will be the apparent dip. Sometimes true dip and apparent dip is somewhat same. It's not somewhat same, is always 0 degree when it got same. And you can wonder how, in which condition the amount of dip and apparent dip will be 0 degree. If I will explain that condition also. For a in the condition where the dip is 0 degree in 0 degree, this strike line, and any strike line is the along which the amount of dip, apparent dip, is measured, except the strike line, the apparent dip will also be 0. I will explain here quickly. For example, this is your inclined surface, and if this became almost in horizontal plane, that is, this changes to, in this particular this line goes upward and become a horizontal surface. Here, this is the strike line, this is the strike line, this is also a strike line, and any line other than the strike line in this plane, that is in this plane, it will be the same as the your true dip. I think you all have understood it well. Here in this image you can see the strike direction and dip angle and dip direction. This is your dip direction, this is strike direction. So this is all about dip and strike. Now coming to heave and throw. So heave and throw is explained for the faulted strata. So here in this image you can see the hanging block and a footwall. In earlier condition, that is before the faulting, these two blocks were in the same horizontal plane. Now here you can see that the hanging wall has shifted something in lower direction. So heave and throw is described in terms of that is what amount of horizontal shifting and what amount of vertical shifting. So here heave is here in the horizontal direction, that is, this hanging wall is shifted from here, this position to this position, that is this position to this position, and hanging wall is being shifted from this position to this position. The throw will be is always in vertical direction, and heave is always in horizontal direction. So this is a very simple thing where you can understand what is heave and what is throw. So this is always for faulted strata. Now coming towards for rake and plunge. So rake is also known as pitch. So rake and pitch, rake or pitch can be always defined for a rotational fault. Sometimes faulted strata got rotated, that is your hanging wall got rotated in some clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, and rake measures what is the amount of that rotation in the fault plane. So here you can see this is the fault plane, and all these are linear structure found in faulted plane. So here you will choose one. For example, I choose this particular line as a one lineation feature, and I will measure from the strike line. This is the strike line, so I will measure this amount. This is the linear feature, so I will measure this amount, and this amount is your rake, that is how much at how much this particular lineation has moved from this particular strike line. So earlier this lineation may be along the horizontal surface, and now it is being moved somewhere in this direction. So let me draw it here. This is the strike line, this is the linear structure. So I am saying that This linear structure was this I will plot it. This linear structure was somewhere here. This is the linear structure, and this linear structure has moved here. You may also consider this linear structure as this straight line. So this is linear structure has moved in this direction, and this amount is your rate. That is amount of movement of how much amount this particular linear structure has been moved in this direction. In this direction. So this is all about rake or pitch. So rake or pitch is always measured in faulted plane. Now coming towards plunge. Plunge is for folded strata. This is your fold. This is the vertical plane, and this is the fold axis. Now sometimes it is seen that this fold can be like this, that is tilted from horizontal at certain angle, and this particular angle is your plunge, and this is the plunging fold where the horizontal fold is tilted in vertical plane in south direction. This is, let me here, this is north, this is south, this is west, this is east. So plunges for an infolded strata which where the fold axis is being inclined at certain angle from the horizontal line. It is also always measured in vertical plane. So this is about rake and plunge, and this is all about this video. If you have any doubt in this video, whether you didn't have understood what is dip, what is strike, what is heave, what is throw, and what is rake or what is plunge, you can ask me in the comment section. If you want me to make some type of video in this structural geology, you can ask me in the comment section. And friends, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel. So that's all for this video.